chat. Welcome to Avowed. I'm just going to share my link around a little bit. And we'll be able to get stuck in. Pardon me. You will have to excuse me. I am stupid. No. I'm feeling a little bit sick. But Avowed's advanced access has started today, so I thought I would pretty much it released as soon as I finished work, so I thought, yes, let's do that. This does come with the downside that I'm not feeling 100%. I have my dinner beside me, but I've been very interested in this game. I'm looking forward to giving it a go. For anyone who doesn't know, this is the newest release from Obsidian. It's part of Xbox Game Studios, set in their Pillars of Eternity universe, but it's an action RPG this time, so first person, Skyrim-y, probably the easiest point of reference at this point. And I've been looking forward to it since it was announced way back when. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago. But I remember we were watching, several of my friends had a habit of watching the things like the summer show and whatnot, and we will just like take the piss out of trailers, so we were doing that, and I remember this being announced, and I thought, hell yeah, that looks fun. There's something I want to test, so please let me know. Hello Josh, he is indeed friend, and Tav also friend. Let me know how your audio sounds. This is very loud for me at the minute. I'm going to fix that, but I want to test something first. So there has been some people talking about, obviously reviews came out today, and one in particular had a lot of issues with tech. And it was and I've seen it sort of sport with one other thing. And he mentioned that if you get entered twice here, it caused the game to crash. And so I want to see if that happens. So we're going to do that. So enter. Okay. I love their use of colour already. We're going to hit enter again.
Eora,
It starts to try and
a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
I would never simp the Emperor. Fatal error! Okay. Hopefully that's not a general thing, but that could just be that double enter thing, which is very fucking weird. I'll just switch to that quickly. So, weird. But, hopefully that's not a... Yeah. Me and Magnus were talking about this, another friend of ours. He was the one who found the video where the guy had quite a bit of issues. He was the only one that I found really talked about it. I did eventually find another review which had similar. Most people didn't. Obviously now it's out in the wild, it could just be that, you know, there's specific hardware it doesn't like that isn't common among other reviewers. Who knows? But that could also just be the double enter thing that he discovered. So, not ideal, but we'll get there all the same. Switch back. There we go. Skip all of this. This also gives me an opportunity to actually go into the settings and turn things down. Can you guys let me know how is audio on your end? As I said, the game is a bit loud for me, but I want to make sure it's okay for you guys. Do not limit my frames. I'm not going to fuck around with the graphics settings. Game's a bit loud and I'm quieter. Yeah, hang on, let me just... Oh, that's desktop audio. Microphone. I'm already like... I kind of look like I peak a lot on mine, so... But once I turn this down, it should be a bit better. Turn music down to 40. General volume. Maybe 60. Effects 50. UI. And I want voice to be pretty high, so... There we go. There's a UI thing I want to change. It's fine. Damage numbers. I will say that it's pretty good for, you know, accessibility and whatnot. There's a lot of, I mean, relatively good. There's a lot of options, a lot of things you can change. One thing I've just not been a fan of previous stuff that I've seen is the damage numbers, so I decided to turn that off. Hopefully we're fine. We have the autosave frequency every 5 minutes. Reminders. Okay. Yes, I want to apply them, obviously. Start game.
Aora.
Just go ahead and...
A world where mortals...
That cutscene. Didn't crash this time, so I'm going to just assume that maybe it is that. That's a very weird bug, but there you go. But welcome to character creation. Who am I going to play? I don't think it matters too much. There's no romance or anything like that, so let's just play a me, shall we? You're a solid start. This rotate does not handle well. Loves trying to fly out. Weird face stuff there, like the fungus. So yes, that is part of being godlike. So as the cutscene touched on, in this setting, some people are born as godlike. They can be from any of the races. In Avowed, you can only play a human or an elf, but I'll turn myself up a bit more. Let me know if I'm too loud. But a godlike is basically someone touched by God in the womb. They are a big point of interest in the plot, but it always has a physical manifestation based on the god who touches them. You are an unknown god, but this is why it manifests with the fungal kind of things. And these are options you could pick. You can conceal them if you want to have a very human-looking character, but characters will nonetheless react to you having them because you are factually one of these. It's also the reason that there is no headgear slot in actual Pillars of Eternity, which is isometric-y. It is an isometric game. Everyone has headgear slots except for Godborn, because how do you get a helmet to fit over that? And he's his face as a basis. You hail from the Adarian Empire, one of the world's major colonial powers. Adair is a nation forged by centuries of war between neighbouring human and elven kingdoms, and formed by their eventual alliance. Your Emperor chose you to journey to the Living Lands to investigate the Dream Scourge. This is true. So, get one custom made. I mean, yes, but do you realise, like, the amount of, like, integrity issues you'd have trying to, like, account for all of this? And how expensive it would be? Ah, okay, so basically human and elf. Do we be an elf? Do we be a human? I'm associated with being fae. We will be an elf today. We should be pale, as befits our status. So hang on, what we'll do first is we will hide these. So that we can... Oh, these are face presets, I see. I'll be honest, none of those presets are great. Looks like a Hasberg elf, honestly. Did it change my skin? No. You know what you'll do? Okay, hair. How luscious can my hair be? This is, of course, very important. You cannot trust an envoy who does not have fantabulous hair. I think I'm gonna go with that. Hair color. Ginger, obviously. You never seen a ginger elf before? Facial hair. Set to hair, head color. No. I would like some godlike features, I think. I like that one. So you can go full on. Or, you know, more subtle. Ooh. I kind of fuck with that. Let's do that. Oh, and here's if I want to go. The eye. Okay, actually no. These are all different sections. Never mind. I was about to be like, why are the eyes so in that? Shame there isn't any antlers. Honestly, that's why I picked these. This is the closest you're gonna get. Oh yeah, and you can have individual eye colors if you want. So mouth. I generally don't go too in depth. Oh, hang on, this is important for an elf. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, extras. Okay. So complexion style. What? Okay, there we go. That's more visible. So things like freckles or whatnot. Do that. Oh, this is lipstick. I was like, okay. No, no lipstick. Eyeliner, however, guyliner is very important. He is here to slay on behalf of his emperor. Facial scars. I feel like it would probably make sense he has a couple of scars. Though I would say that these are closer to like tattoo vibes than scars, some of these. I guess maybe there could be some like intentional scarification. Like, that's straight up that's magic ritual circles right there. Kind of rad. I like that. Change the color.
Sorry, not device.
Be quiet, Alexa. There you go. Muted. Okay. Eyeliner. Then, if you wanna, cosplay Braveheart. This is very important. Okay, there's a background. Hey D, welcome to this. Welcome. So, background printout provides unique dialogue options in terms of your starting weapon. All equipment and abilities are available to you regardless of your background. So we have Arcane Scholar. After graduating with honours from Bragenhall Academy, you published a treatise on soul lineages that threatened the legitimacy and drew the ire of a local lord. When he had you arrested, the Emperor intervened and recruited you into the archives of the Imperial Court. Your mind is a bottomless well of occult knowledge, legal precedent, historical observation, and poetry. You've forgotten more than most people ever learn. Court Augur. When your village's crops failed, your strange insights and unsettling manner earned your neighbours' suspicions. You foresaw the torches and pitchforks and fled the high crown. The Emperor recognised your talents and elevated you from back alley fortune teller to his personal mystic. You have learned how to wield power from the shadows. All it takes is a dash of influence and a pinch of perception. The description of the Arcane Scholar sounds rather phallic. I think I just have you all Pavloved at this point. That to me is just like, that's just a smart man. Noble Scion. You were born to a noble house of great influence, middling wealth, and questionable morals. When scandals and succession disputes saw your family cast down, you threw yourself into the Emperor's mercy and he shielded you. Canny, yet refined, you become a formidable force at court and an invaluable ally for the Emperor. Vanguard Scout. A humble beginnings driven to desperation by famine, your life was destined to end in the executioner's block until the Emperor spared you. You're more at ease in the wilderness than in court. Your cleverness and observant nature have made you one of the Emperor's most trusted operatives. Whether tracking prey or spying on enemies, your skills are put to work inside and outside the throne room. And War Hero. You distinguish yourself in the field of battle, fighting as a violent Skinite uprising. The Emperor honoured you with a place among the elite tall grass spearmen. Some of your scars less obvious than others, but you wear them all with pride. The Emperor values your loyalty, your grit, and your martial prowess. So, obviously, yeah, as it mentions, these are all different. These will give you different dialogue options throughout the course of the game, resolutions to quests, things of that nature, as well as a default assignment for attributes, though you're, my understanding, fully able to change them. Being me, I want to go Noble Scion. Nope. I just think that political schemer types are fun. So attributes. So we actually get a pretty balanced start as a Scion. So we have Might, which is your it's your damage stat. It's not like other looking. You saying dapper looking. Yep, I appreciate that too. He's a handsome lad. But this is your damage stat. It's not like other ones where, for example, you need strength if you're doing melee versus intelligence as a caster. This is simply your damage, as well as your carrying capacity. Constitution is your health, as you would expect. Dexterity is your attack speed and action speed. Perception, critical hits, and range. Intellect is your essence, which is it's your resource for all skills. So it's your mana, it's your stamina. Stamina is technically a different mechanic, but from shield bashing to casting meteor, it is all based on your essence. So this is useful for everybody. And your resolve refers to your second wind. Essentially, you get one freebie should you die. So, It also gives you extra stamina, so I'm honestly, and we can only go up to 3 in character creation, I'm honestly happy enough with that spread. That seems fine. Ooh, I get to have a voice. Anyway, so game difficulty. I'll go normal. From what I understand, this doesn't actually change like stats too much, but is actually better for more tactical play. You'll be more pressured by enemies and whatnot. And you've got 5 there, and it has Path of the Damned for anyone who knows pillars. We'll stick with normal. I should go with that one. And then he should we'll go with he. Display identifier and character sheet. Okay. Fine. We shall enter my name. We shall be Inky. Confirm. You cannot remake your character. Oh no, pronouns 0 to 10, don't buy. Yeah. Kinda sucks that that's gonna be a genuine thing for some people. What the fuck is that? I can't decide if that counts as cute or not. I kinda wanna punt it. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm gonna eat some chicken.
What do you know of the living lands? The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true. And yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth.
Oh no, I hate this.
Seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches.
I hate that.
Its foul tendrils reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them.
That voice should be familiar to you, D. That's your Emperor.
Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
6 weeks later, off the coast of the Living Lands, it seems like we're having a wonderful voyage. Can I interest anyone in a Sea of Thieves sing-along? Oh good, cannons! Copper skits? Skyates? Copper coins, whatever. Currency. And so, welcome to the Living Lands. We have a concussion. It's certainly bright. It very much is. Bro, what the fuck? How was the first thing you noticed not that there's a guy here? I guess you just thought I was dead, didn't you?
Envoy, over here. You're alive. Thank the gods I pulled you out the wreck when I did. I wasn't about to let the Emperor's Envoy die on my watch.
Take more shipwrecked me. We make it out of this alive. The Emperor will certainly have questions, but first you dragged me. So we have the option of dialogue, history, and lore. So what's nice is as you go through it, because a lot of people are not going to know Pillars of Eternity. I don't know Pillars of Eternity. You can just press F, and anything that's, you know, been highlighted you can see is defined. You're the Envoy, an official representative of Adair, sent up on behalf of the Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge and maintain order. If we make it out of this alive, the Emperor will certainly have questions.
At least the journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't... We...
Let's start with names. Who are you?
The name's Garrick, sir. Quarter gunner. 3rd Adairan Fleet.
Well met, Garrick.
We spoke on the voyage. Never thought we'd end up like this. I've been here before. We've got an outpost on this island, but...
Something's not right here, is it?
I saw flashes, Envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship.
I mean, no shit,
It was
Garrick.
cannon fire, and it could only have come from that fort up the hill.
That, however, is more insightful.
Sense. No one fires on their own countrymen,
Unless they're not our men any longer.
that's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead.
Have I, Imperator? Right, I was sent to investigate it. Hold on, what about the people that attacked us?
We may not be through with them. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape.
The fort full of
We
hostile
need supplies,
soldiers.
and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help.
Follow me, we'll get through this together. Not a blackguard Naohara who can stand on our way. We'll do what we can for them. Let's go.
Those boards up there look old. A good hit and we can be on our way.
Lovely.
Take that sword. It's no good to any of our crew anymore.
A common sword and a health potion.
At least some supplies survived. For all the good it does.
So yeah, no, this is definitely a very, very pretty game. Unreal Engine, I mean, to give an idea of what I'm currently running it at, DLSS3 set for quality. It's on, I mean, mixture of high and epic. So I think I have a 4080. I'll be real with you, this makes me want to play. So, I mean, ultimately good. What I would say, for anyone considering this, is that this is currently in advanced access. To play it, you have to have either the premium edition, the premium upgrade, or you can wait 5 days and it will be out then, and it is on Game Pass. So, for those of you who want to play, maybe you are welcome to, I say you're welcome, like ultimately do what the fuck you want. You can wait for Game Pass, but if you do want to play it now, what I might suggest, because it is on Game Pass, what I might suggest, because to get it today is £80, or your regional equivalent, because games are stupidly expensive. You can buy the upgrade on the Xbox app, and it will, but you can buy the upgrade now, and it will allow you access now, but you won't own the game, which is kind of weird. I also realised that you can't actually see chat because it's behind me, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it. Actually, you guys can go up here. How about that? So, but those are your options. I bought it because I kind of knew I'd enjoy it, and my mother insisted. So, did I change anything? Whatever, doesn't matter. So reach the outpost. weapon, press tab. 2 weapon loadouts with left alt. You equipped it in the main or offhand. Armor clothing is equipped, hidden, transmogrified. All armor grants damage reduction, which indicates a percentage of incoming damage, and additional reduction, which subtracts a raw number from incoming damage. Each piece of clothing provides a distinct item bonus. All accessories are unique. 1 trinket or amulet, up to 2 rings at any given time. Okay. So we've got a sword equipped now. That's good. Let's see, what do we have? So the common adherent armor. We can break it down into a pelt. It's 2% damage reduction and 2 reduction. But we lose stamina and essence because of it being... I lose 20 stamina for having light armor equipped. Okay, and then messenger... Okay, so they don't actually do anything. I just took my boots off. Please put your shoes back on. That makes no sense. Yeah, so I know that, like, obviously the heavier armor, well, I mean, wouldn't light armor give you more stamina? I would argue no, because ultimately wearing any armor is going to be heavy and impose upon you compared to just wearing, you know, clothes. But yeah, at the very least, I feel like unless heavy armor is a really substantial one, that's a lot. Quest tab is everything you've got. Yep. One thing that I will say that I just know of is that none of this is like, what's the term? Level scaling. So, Jesus. Please give me a read all option. I don't want to click through all this. Okay, whatever. The fire tree folk. Okay, well, yep. Abilities: hammer damage with axes, maces, 2 handmade weapons. Stamina management, traversal, crowd control, blocking. Apparently this one's a bit underwhelming. Do stamina penalty for medium and heavy armor by 15. And then it eventually goes all the way down to 30. And then I think in ranger, agility and finesse, ranged combats, and rapid one-handed. So I believe there's one here that benefits light armor. I guess not. And in the wizard tree. The wizard tree is going to be quite involved, so I'm not going to bother, but basically it involves the use of wands, which are magic guns, but also grimoires, which are books that have pre-assigned spells in them, and then you can eventually unlock a spell separately from grimoires that you can then just cast with another gun. So.
You look like a dab hand with that.
Very much so.
I don't understand. Why would they fire on us? Their own people. No use wondering. We've got to make sure our troops...
What's godlike? So, I don't know if you were here for this, D, but godlike is our race, our species for all intents and purposes. We are an elf godlike. We are touched by God, hence why we have... fuck off. Hence why we have all this shit going on. But our godlike abilities are mostly things that come up through the course of the game and the story. So they're innate to us, they'll be unlocked to be different, and they'll be different depending on choices we make. The one we start with is a stealth attack. So we basically summon a giant energy hidden blade. Your health is low. So we have, if we press E, we have our quick will, and we can assign things to 1 through 6. Essence, food, healing food, and healing potion. Man knows how to chug. Okay. Silver. A silver fanning. So, what I understand... Oh. Shift graves. Here lies Emmeline, man at arms, the bravest of us. Here lies Bert, faithful quartermaster, serve Nemnock to the end. What I've kind of gathered from this is that it's a little bit, Oh, health potion.
Ah, well, I don't suppose they were using that either.
Well, if they drank it, they might not be dead, Garrick. Kind of Heroes of Might and Magic-y, there's a lot of, like, platforming and exploration stuff on the go, so lots of that to look forward to. Coppers. Let's left click to attack and break a option. Oh, D. you mentioning monk. I think there's some breakable crates in the water. We should have a double check. But it's kind of stupid. It takes you have to get up to level 5. But you can just do an unarmed build. It will improve your fists. So you can do a full monk build if you like. You can get stunning strike. So that is different. That is, if I had a look, stunning blows is better maces and two-handed hammers. Because there is a stun mechanic in this. It's quite interesting. Not complex, but interesting. You basically build up a stagger bar, and if you fill the stagger bar, you get to do a big attack. Yeah, oh, hang on, yeah, here we are. Ooh, fish. A raw Alistair. Alright. Goodbye, little rat boy. Okay. Crouch. Can I slide? I can slide. Block. Dodge. Kraken horn. Health regeneration and essence regeneration. Damn it. Always check behind the waterfalls. My little lemur friend. Hello, friend. Please don't kill. Okay, fine. My inner loot goblin kicked in there. Lol, no waterfall loot 0 to 10. I have been specifically told from watching reviews and whatnot that there are definitely, you know, waterfall loot. Just that particular waterfall, I guess not. Compass in the upper left will display quest markers, nearby enemies, consumables, and other helpful information. That is true.
Oh, the fort's lit their distress beacon. We've got to hurry.
I mean, Zorps. Garrick, I noticed. The beacons are lit, Gondor calls. And Dinky shall answer. Oh, yep. Okay, so that's how we dodge. Nope. Okay. So don't run out of stamina. Obviously that's bad. I forgot that was a mechanic for a second. Goodbye, little kobold man. Sure, what's the worst that can happen? Let's eat the mushroom. Didn't kill me. Yet. Are you allowed to trip balls as part of TOS? Man out here killing kobolds with the gladius. I mean, I am here on behalf of the Empire. Ave Imperator. It took me a second to acknowledge what he said because I was too busy making the joke. That's a good thing. It's a good thing I was the speed I was. But good to know. Eyes up for traps. I would have been sassing the life out of you lot in D&D if that had gone the way it would have been. Health pot, tripwire.
How many of these damn things are there?
What are these things? I mean, I'm guessing this is probably what would have injured me if I triggered the tripwire. Holy fuck. Was that in reference to the tripwire? Something else? Another waterfall.
Springberries, good. Those should rally us.
Nope. Ooh. Cures poison and bleed accumulation. Nice. How close you got to the tripwire? I'd have stepped over it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, I didn't not get shot to bits by a cannon just to die to a tripwire. Fort Northern Reach. I guess there's just an alternate way up.
Gods, it's a bloodbath. They've torn the place apart from the inside.
Not great.
They're fighting each other. Envoy, I don't like this.
I mean, I'd hope not. There's a lot of dead countrymen, my man. Okay, need a storage key to unlock that door. Kierke's notes. Gonang. Oh yeah, I forgot they have fucking weird, weak names. Things to be upset. Time to be about. I'm sorry that bad things occur in Dev. God and Dag 3. Lowell visited for the third time this week. Comes nearly every day now. Says insects keep crawling on him as for an ungun that will repel them. Inspect him every time to find no evidence of bites. Abrasions from scratching getting worse. Going Sing Dag 4. Siblin brought in Emmerich and Gladenfall. Found her unconscious near empty bottle of sleeping draught. Administered a medic. When she felt well enough to talk, complained about hallucinations every time she closed her eyes. Mech was in Dag 5. Riordan, showing signs of malnourishment, refuses food, claims Emmerich trying to poison him. Must discuss this with the captain. Why these behavioural changes? Is it the Adra? Starting to think I should sleep with my Lancet tonight. Oh boy. So I'm willing to bet this is the Dream Scourge, I think it's called. Yeah, this was not a good time for people. Any loot though? Can I offer cookies in this trying time? Cookies is a wonderful suggestion.
I remember some of the soldiers praying around that Adra pillar. Hope it helped their souls find the beyond.
Rise from slumber. Is it you?
Ah, fuck, the mushrooms are kicking in. Fuck, now I want cookies, but I have none. That is a terrible, terrible thing. Pillars of Eternity. Adra is a green crystal found throughout the known world, emerging from the crust of Aora in the shape of iconic pillars. We cherish Adra, build our temples around it, study its potential as an energy source. But Adra is so much more. When we die, Adra is the road on which our souls travel into the beyond. When our souls are ready to return, Adra shines on the lantern, guiding us from death into life. When you find yourself in the presence of Adra, take a moment to ponder your place in the Great Wheel. Consider who you were, who you are, and who you can be. Is Adra a one-way street? There's a joke there that I'm missing. Barrels. Sturdy barrels. Disappointing.
These used to be nice quarters.
Ooh, an apple. It says the path souls take to the beyond. No, so it's not a one-way street. In this setting, reincarnation is a natural process. So it's specifically referring to the Great Wheel, that when you die, your souls loiter for a bit, and eventually are reincarnated. So that's what it's referring to. As far as I know, there is nothing in the beyond. There's no, like, demons or whatever waiting to come through. Stedman's log, first entry, 8 mid-spring. It's over for Farron. They caught him. Tried to stow away in Dawnshore. Poor bastard. They all know the punishment for desertion's death. I'm not sure how Vintebrand heard about it. Sound thinks he's ready to come over here and hang me by my thumbs. Siblings in tatters. No suspect the two were soft to each other. Elfhart heard her muttering the bond is shorn last night. Keep an eye on her. Gods, think I asked for this post. Could have been hunting on the estate in Airglen Fath. More fool me for trying to make something of myself. Second entry. 12 mid-spring. Frigate arrived from High Crown. Enough gunpowder, barrels and siege equipment aboard to arm a regiment. I assumed we'd take stock and send it on to Paradis, but the manifest says we're to keep it here till told otherwise. Sense it in the air at mess. Everyone's eating slowly and avoiding the subject. No one wants to be responsible for it. Why does Command think we need to defend ourselves against our outpost? We deal with pirates. Don't need ballistas for that. Why do you have gunpowder for ballista anyway? We do. I hope until told otherwise comes sooner rather than later. I don't like sitting on gunpowder. Someone's liable to lose a foot. Only a foot? Oh, some stew. Hell yeah. They're burning books. What is it, current year? Anyway, moving swiftly on from that. What's over here? Maybe don't sit on top of the gunpowder if you're afraid of it blowing up. Honestly, true. Be less hot. Ooh, an entire roasted chicken. Let's keep that for later. Huh. It looks like...
Somebody got dragged somewhere.
Yeah, the blood goes under the wall.
Secret room. Careful.
Yeah, not very secret. Oh, fuck.
In the garden.
Is this what they
Bro found a whole ass rotisserie chicken. It's like that one... what the fuck? It's like the wedding I went to in Bulgaria. What a dick. Kiss me. Hang on, that's people meat. Jailer's bill. Blood stains the corner of a scratchy, history-ridden list that seems to correspond to cases sitting nearby. Here and those convicted. Fisk laying traps. Godefroy plotting to detonate the gunpowder barrels. Woad bound subversive activities. Beckett thinking thoughts of my wife. Reardon stabbed Emmerich. Ilfart stole my apple. Lowell cursing me with his eyes hold until death. I return with milk and cookies. I still drinking milk from Captain America's chest. Fair. And that room is so poorly hidden it hurt. Correct. But I mean, it has. You have to learn it at some point, I guess.
The wrong people see to this.
Why am I poisoned anyway? Wood. Please. I think the body might have poisoned. I mean, he definitely did. I didn't realize I was still poisoned. That's a very long effect. Okay, well. I don't like that it's just like, hey, do you want people meat? Eat the whole chicken. Can you have some berries that work like an antidote? No, I ate them straight away because I was still heat. Been trying to like gather up my essence and whatnot. I wish I kept them. That would have been smart. I got some. What did I get from that? Inventory. I picked up something, but I don't know what. Context is in the group chat. Well, that's no help to the stream, Josh. People are going to be sat here thinking, you know, why is the man just cracked open Captain America's chest? Why is he drinking from it? Oh, a shield. And a storage key. That's some honey. A very high block efficiency, meaning a block with very little stamina. I should expect. We'll go ahead and equip it, there's no reason not to. It's a cap cup. Of course it's a cap cup. That's not funny to... Oh yeah, actually it would be the Van Braces. Plus 15% stun. Cool. Thank you for noticing that, D. Oh no, sorry, that was Tav, not D. D. Give the praise back, it was Tav. Mad soldiers rambling. Another dream last night. Mushrooms growing in my breastplate. Tear them out, tear them out. Whoever finds this, the roots grow from the head.
Why is she talking about roots?
Ooh, cannons. I demand head pats as penance. Okay. I have shipped you 4 fresh head pats that shall be with you post haste. Please sign for them upon arrival. Hold right click to block attacks. It's only possible when your other hand is empty or holding a shield.
It's put its guard up.
And you can do a power attack.
Everything you've got.
Stamina. Okay, so I thought that represented magic attacks whenever I saw it in previews. Apparently it's just that's the indication of a power attack. Enemies have a stun meter, attacking enemies built stun, left click when they're fully stunned. I mean, to be honest, we're just kind of killing them first. Get rocked. Fuck. I was expecting to hit me with a spear. Damn it.
Thought I had your back. Guess you've got mine.
Rock snout meat. Ugh. That is not appealing sounding thing. A whole cabbage though. What's in the cube? Health bottle. I don't think shield is going to be for me. It's probably just a practice thing, but I felt a bit more sluggish than I'd like. I do really want to do the double pistol, well, sorry, the quadruple pistol build. Only one whose instincts are to try and immediately hit torches. Okay, so I didn't think it was a torch, I thought it was a shrine. So like this is clearly their den, based on all like the markings and whatnot. With the little bubbles and all hanging off it, I thought it might have been like a shrine. So I thought it might have let me hit it as like a totem. Which is not better, to be honest. Like, oh, you tried to hit a torch. It's like, you tried to suppress the faith of the native creatures. Like, not great. Certain barriers can be burned with fire damage. Spells, abilities, unique weapons, naturally occurring. Magrin's Fury.
Magrin's Fury. That'll do it. Burn right through the brush. If we can get it down, that is.
Is someone there? Over here! Help! I'm locked in!
Hello, person.
About time. Oh gods! What's the matter with your face?
Fuck you for a start.
Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. He's a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything.
That's right.
Well, I mean,
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
so they are kind of like seen as a mixed blessing, depending on which god has helped them. But they're also currently missing most of them. That no one's really seeing much in the way of Godborn. Will you shut up or should I make you? You wouldn't be the first to say so, but my face has gotten me this far. Calm down, I've been through enough today. If I knew which god blessed me, I would ask them enough about me while you locked up. Kind of fucking rude way to set someone who's in the position to save her. This is true. However, it is also worth noting that the character doesn't know what god has blessed him. And is channeling a lot of like fungal vibes, and everyone has just died screaming about mushrooms. So I wouldn't be surprised if she thinks that you're involved somehow.
That's the Imperial Envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were a Deerans too. Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up.
We have a problem. Promise me nice will help you. We almost did. We were shipwrecked. Do we have a problem?
Adir's had their boots on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
Because the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints.
I had nothing to do with that. Couldn't you give me the benefit of the doubt? Specific checkpoints for a good reason. Paradise can't be that bad enough. We'll get nothing to do with that.
I'm trying. Your friend's the one picking a fight with me.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other.
The soldiers have had this soul plague. The upper semi investigate talking about the fort. Hope it's not your alibi. Our men did sink our ship. Did they have a soul plague?
The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep.
Shot off in the cell, did you?
I heard it, alright. When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
The storm made them go mad? Say their faces changed, but that man's face looks normal. That was cannon fire, not thunder.
I've got a bad
The storm
feeling
made them go
about
mad?
this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
What if you've just unjustly accused an innocent woman of murder?
At least one of you's listening. Look, we don't have to like each other. We can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there.
Let me just find see. You helped two errands after all that.
Doesn't look like I have a choice, eh? You let me out. And all three of us can go to Paradise.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisian smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out that cell. Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
For fuck's sake, be reasonable. Don't listen to him.
Let's go find the key, Garrick.
It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went south. You can find a way.
If she
in
turns
though.
and she dies, I
He
mean,
seems
100%.
We live to regret this.
You're a sailor in the Navy. I'm fucking top dog. She's unarmed and locked in the cell. If she tries anything, we have a solution. So, I've had a thought. They gave me a key. A storage key. And that was way back here. That was back towards the beginning. And I'm starting to think it's not going to have us double back. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck. Fine. And I just hope it turns up again. There's something in there. Oh, I can climb through from there, so I need the jail key. Got it. Back. Copper, a health pot. Copper. A spoiled cucumber. Additional effects 100% food poisoning. Spoiled cucumber. You know what? I think I'm happy to let that one go. Essence potion. Good to have. That's a way down. Aha, bow. So I could just leave if I wanted.
There's an idea. We could shoot the fuel. How's your aim?
Garrick, what exactly have you done? Interrogation log. Prisoner apprehended at loading dock outside Fort Northridge. Detained immediate on suspicion of extra illegal activity. Moved to holding cell within the fort. Demeanour sullen and defiant. Refused to verbally engage. Prisoner offers standard rations and water. Told the guard to perform obscene activity with the food. Second guard performed routine patrol 2 hours later. Observed the rations had nonetheless been eaten. Prisoner questioned the purpose of visit at the fort. Admitted she came to move some goods. Refused to specify what kind. Denied any connection to Paradisian rebels. Expressed clear contempt for Adair. Sympathy for cause. When pressed, told interrogator to, quote, go away and eat shite. Disciplined accordingly. Returned to holding cell. Okay, there's a rebellion. You did not die well, my man. Oof. Some boots. What the fuck is that? Silver, health pot, pelt, iron chunk, and a common robe. Light, medium, or heavy attacks intensity, recovery time of reaction. Heavier armor, greater stability against incoming attacks. Okay, so that's better. Looks worse though. Ah, so I can just... Okay, so that's how that works. So I can just click on any of my equipment and just go like, hey, I want to look like this. Some form of spider, I'd assume. I mean, probably, I just kind of hate that it's just there. Search for the key. Oh, there's the key. You can just stand there for another minute. I want some stuff. Some deerskin gloves. So didn't it say that these are all plus 1% critical hit chance? You know what? I think I'm good. not that worth it.
Wish you got around to trusting me eventually.
Fuck off with eventually.
She's out. Now we should move. We've got to burn through those brambles.
So true, bestie. So true.
Nice work.
What the? Oh god, I'm on fire. Yo, let's go 1% crit. Absolute game-winning item right there. It is pivotal to beating the game on Path of the Damned. So I'm guessing that marks the head. Jeez, that is really stark drop off. What the fuck? Level up. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. Have you tried not being on fire? I did once. I found that it didn't agree with my lifestyle as a flaming bisexual. So, we get one attribute point, and they can go up to level 15. So, I think dexterity? Now, random question, what would your partner Pokemon be? You're asking the guy who never really got into Pokemon, but of what I know, I love Eevee to the point that I had a commission done a long time ago of me with an Eevee, so probably that. But the other one is the fucking like Raven Knight that exists. Was it Corviknight? I think it's called. I love it. I love the design of that. So probably one of those two. But I've honestly never gotten into Pokemon. I bought one of them on like 3DS. Tried playing it. It's just not for me. But yeah, be back in a bit. Wants to go cookies. So store run. That's perfectly fine day. Obviously this is going to be recorded on. This will be available as a VOD on Twitch and it's going to go up on YouTube. So if people can't be here, then no big deal. Corviknight's a great one. Yeah, I just love it visually. Like, I don't even know if it's effective. I just love it. And I love Eevee. So, I also get an ability point. So, what do we want? Chat. So, squares, active abilities, circles are passives. So, a charge, reduce the stamina penalty for medium heavy armor, which we don't have. A shield bash, attacking while holding block slams the shield forward, is stun, push back and interrupt. As you're taking damage, slowly regenerate 50% of the last health you lost. That sounds like a really good early investment. 20% maximum health, another good investment. Lingering, entangling vines of root enemies in place. Food is better. A perfect time block against the melee attack to knock the enemy back and gain immediate counter attack. It's pretty good. Hold power attack or with a bow or gun, slow time. Make dodges cheaper. Fun thing with them, they don't get useful attack service in the Pod Deer region because of Tinkaton. Pokemon with a hammer made from its armor and it downs them by hitting stones with its hammer at Mach fuck. Fair enough, I will level with you, buddy. That means very little to me, but neat all the same. Oh, I can get magic missiles. Oh, an essence penalty for lighter medium. So it seems like actually medium armor is arguably the best because you can reduce the penalties for both. Interesting. You know what? Let's grab let's grab magic missile, minor missile. Cast them with the radial menu, and then you. So if I go ahead, just go ahead and we'll bind you to 1. And we're going to switch back to our sword and shield.
Adherent soldiers don't massacre each other. They just don't. Something caused this.
A chest. Some gold and some iron. We finally got our waterfall chest and Dee wasn't there to see it. But technically it was under the waterfall, not behind the waterfall, so... The foolish fool. But he is also getting cookies, so I mean, who's really the fool? Can I climb the... No, I cannot. So what do I do? Just go along.
Could take out a whole deer-wooden village with that kind of ordnance. What did they think they'd be fighting?
You'll notice the elf, him, because I just had cookies. Like, well, yeah, but he's gonna have cookies.
I think they turned on each other like
Yeah,
cops.
I think it's interesting that
Can't fathom.
Elora just doesn't have any dialogue. Oh, there we go.
All it took was time.
But the Deerans, we respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
What's the matter? Upset your kin are no better than anyone else.
She was getting very little dialogue. Ooh, a second sword. Okay, interesting. I mean, I'd rather have the shield, but... Yeah, I mean, I know dual wielding's a pretty big option for this one.
Easy now.
Left control to crouch, sneak up in enemies, use cover grass to obscure yourself. When crouching, you can perform a divine thorn, a godlike stealth attack.
Stay in the tall grass.
Strike right. Did your god give you that power too?
More coming. Stay down and don't
I do like that they just decide to, like, oh yeah, you know, your stealth attack just deletes the body, so that way you don't have to, you know, account for them noticing a body. Dual wield, my preferred playstyle. I mean, there's a lot of dual wield stuff going on. As I've said before, what I really want to try and build up to, because I think it'll be hilarious. There's one skill in the ranger tree that I know about, which is quick switch. And as you get level 2, at level 13, your guns automatically reload. Dual wield pistols, second loadout, dual wield pistols. So you just shoot, switch, shoot. By that point, it should be roughly 3 seconds. So you switch back to fully loaded pistols and just basically just blackbeard your way through life. But, you know, dual wield swords, axes, maces. So I started black, yeah, 100%. There's a lot of them actually, they're up there too. Yeet. Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm done. I mean, who gave her that gun? That's what I want to know. Where's the forager? That was a backflip and a half. Good going, guy. Joke's on you, she was hiding it. I mean, I'd hope not. Though, honestly, the idea that the smuggler just has a fucking handgun on her person is just like... It's pretty much just choosing to be in prison. Could blast her way out. Oh my god, he's missed actual waterfall loot. Deerskin boots. He's going to give me a plus 1%. Plus 10% dodge distance. That is not unreasonable, that one. Marked. There's a book. Oh. Oh, I could have done like the fire fruit there up above. Didn't even notice that. I don't trust any waterfall. Ooh. He has a wand. Wands cast homing projectiles very quickly. Enemies up to medium range. However, they have low block efficiency, curling moderately high stamina. I mean, yeah, actually, you don't have anything in your offhand. Essence potion. Ooh, booze.
Better with that grimoire than he did.
Like common grimoire.
Hope there's a fire spell in there. Did they quick work?
So I've got a wand and a grimoire. Fan of flames, chill blades, jolting touch, arcane feel.
Work of the brambles. Mugren's Fury in a book.
Brother, get the flamer. Meanwhile, this is immediately a more interesting Hogwarts legacy. This is now just officially the D&D wizard experience.
We've got the high ground. How should we do this?
Hello, everyone.
Magic's the flashy choice, I suppose.
Alright, what are we looking at? Ride the lightning! I mean, not quite unlimited power, but... Aha! I got to cast the special ability. So things are kind of... That's a big one. Ow. Second wind just activated, okay. You bitch! Having a grimoire is pretty handy, though. The hope is you'll. I feel like you'll just learn your own skills over time. Soul sponge. Ugh. What a name. Save and load, has autosave, yep. Oh well, he's bat buggering mental, okay. Purge the leaves from the vine. Thank God for that water being there.
You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
Okay.
Oh, I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, or whatever you came here to find. I'd say you found it.
Not a bad shot. I get why they're scared of my why you were scared of my face, poor bastards, expect me leaves. Both of the others. I get why you're scared of my face.
It's uncanny.
No, it isn't. You're a godlike. He's... well, look at him. He's sick.
Who disturbs us?
Can we talk?
I had dreams. Fabulous dreams. Tried to silence them.
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard.
Can't understand this, can you?
Spreading weeds. Nightmares. I should have been free to drink of the land. I thought they would stop me. Vipers. The venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers!
We'll be fair if we stand down.
Oh, fair. What's fair? What separates the judges from the beasts? And you return death to us.
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots. Kill the rot.
You return to us.
You're gonna regret this.
You stay the fuck back. Get away from me, you bitch. That'll do.
Probably some noble who bought his commission.
He's got a great
Now
hammer.
look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least he's not suffering.
High damage, high stun, high block efficiency, very slow swing. Stedman Rock, yesterday received word one of your scouts was caught in Dunshire attempting to board a cargo ship bound for the Deadfire. That is news. You also doubt you're unaware of the third instance of desertion in the past month. The leadership post grants you good responsibility in the position of third son you're accustomed to. With consequence, you can't keep your troops in line. The Emperor is watching. See to it you press the reports of duty upon your charges. Commander Hilden Vinterbrand. Okay. That did take up a lot of our essence. Oh, here's the Skyrim end of dungeon chest. Softwood branch, iron chunk, spell potion. That looks like the way to proceed, so we're going this way. Unless I just came from this way. No, I did not. What's up here? Belongings. Notes on the Godless. Torn from the field notebook of Gaija Tendir, captain of the Adirian Expedition Corps. The expedition team and I have been weeks at the fort now and are no closer to understanding the ruins of the so-called godless people than I was before I came. Remembers their culture carved into the living lands, but their people, their beliefs, their history, it all remains a mystery. They're so named because nothing we've seen in their art or architecture depicts the gods as we understand them. Next to maritime cultures have a deep relationship to Undra, and a number of unique cultural rituals within the venerate and placate her. Galawain too, they should fear and favour, given the aggressiveness wilderness of the land. I've never explored a quarter of Avowed, did not recognise the centrality of Berath to the cycles of their lives. It's as if these people have no relationship to the gods, as if they did not know of the gods at all, but that can't be. They gave birth and died as all kith do. They sought shade in the long hot days of deep summer, shelter in the bitter days of winter. They fed themselves, they bathed, they made clothing in baskets and pots. They made beautiful pots that only people who recognised the value beauty would make. Like the gods, how did they give meaning to their lives? To understand the purpose of their ruins, I must know what drove them, what they revered and reviled, what they desired. They lived here and they lived well. They did not order their lives as we do, nor orientate themselves always towards the gods, and they disappeared. No matter how many bones and pot shards I sift through, I can't quite grasp the implications here. I fear the revelation of the gods have been interred deep within the island soil, beyond what even the Emperor's most skillful miners can unearth by some immortal hands. I do not understand this place. That terrifies me. fundamental does religion have to be for the concept of an atheist to just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ooh, an essence potion. Oh yeah, that's where we spied on him. To be fair, this is also, you know, a D&D kind of world where you know the gods are real, so probably a bit more understandable.
Rosa, need wine.
The mushrooms are kicking in. Oh,
You have returned.
this wasn't what I expected.
We felt your presence like dew on a leaf.
So it makes it way more fun.
He,
Yeah.
us.
Envoy, you alright? Can you hear me?
What did you say about a leaf?
Leaf? I didn't say that. Unless... Hang on. Did you hear another voice? What did it say?
It said I'd returned here.
Now your envoy's losing it.
No. I think something in the Ardra spoke to him.
Me specifically, like a calling? I probably hit my head in the shipwreck.
I've been round Ardra my whole life, and it never spoke to me.
I don't think it spoke to anyone. Not even godlikes.
That's some gift.
It's never happened before. I mean, usually for people like me.
Sure seems like it. Now, we've still got to get to Paradise.
It's just up ahead.
Gods, I hope you're telling the truth.
This way.
Burned lady mushroom. I wonder if that's named after Wodaka being a burned queen.
Boat! There it is.
Thank the gods it's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know.
We couldn't have gotten through this without you, Laura.
Thanks. I've enjoyed not being dead.
It is a good
Look,
one.
if this is the soul plague the Emperor sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumours about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
Well, the reason I've never worked with the ancient has to be Dream Scourge. Knowing my luck, it's bound to get worse.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find
That gun's
out, it's
floating.
you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise.
Damn, she didn't get us any lunch. Lunch eating. I mean, I have Chinese food here, so I don't need lunch. You had cookies. Rheticus is a former Darren colonist and reached firmly rooted in the Aeos Athelian faith. Never mind. Hooray!
Oh, I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me. Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency. But you saved my life. That counts for something.
We'll
To
beat the
me,
chili mac.
anyway.
Nice. That's a daring diplomacy for you.
I don't push our luck.
Do all the locals dislike us?
Not all of them. But it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place.
Anything I should know?
Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place. Alright.
It's been a pleasure. Take care of yourself.
Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
She likes me, chat. Alright, Garrick. It's a word.
Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, Envoy. I won't soon forget what you did.
Not exactly what you signed up for, was it?
Not what you signed up for either. The things we saw in there. You'll put it right. You have to.
Where do I find the embassy?
You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink.
I would hope so. What should I look out for?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why.
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you...
Goodbye, Garrick. Good luck.
Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
I would hope so. I kind of owe him. So, Kai is our first companion, and I know who voice acts him. And whenever I was listening to previews and stuff, I was like, doesn't really sound like the character I would associate with him. As soon as I heard that first line, I heard the character.
These docks are reserved for the Imperial Envoy of Adir.
Thanks, pal.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance.
He's very much alive and standing right in front of you. The name's Inky. What was that about good riddance?
Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch. We know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company.
Inky let me ban people. I'd have to set it up, but I'm not opposed.
It's so...
Handsome, regal, authoritative, wretched, loathsome, unlovable.
You're doing great.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
The fuck is a claviger? Parisian equivalent to a governor, like bureaucrats, he's unelected, often hostile towards official procedures. They form each other knows his city best tasked for maintaining, defending, and reining in its impulses. Okay. Let me see. How do I actually make someone a mod? Mod view. Let's try that. Click my name should be option to make a moderator. Nope. I have the option to make a mod comment. And I want it tempted to just put the nerd, nerd. But anyway, I can warn, ban, report. None of those are applicable. Oh, here we are. It's hidden away. There you are. So, now that you come for the ambassador, he's gone along with the Clavenger. They left town at the same time.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
I have a missive to deliver from the Emperor.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just
Anyone recognize his voice, by the way? So Clavager like our dukes.
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradis's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones. Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the Clavager. How's about we partner up?
Very well. Save me the trouble of hiring a bodyguard.
Out here, people are more likely to think I'm trying to rob you. We don't see many lordly types.
Kai, before you go, make sure he comes back alive, or the steel throat will have my head.
Correct, if I remember rightly.
Better yours
It's
than
Garrus.
mine.
What's this about the Garrote?
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
Situation must be dire if the Garrote's involved.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
What are they doing here?
You tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back.
Never met one in the flesh.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
I've heard that name somewhere before.
I heard she's a monster. The personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out.
Ominous. I'll have to ask how she did that.
Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwig later.
Great, something to look forward to.
First, we've got to find your ambassador and my Clavager.
Correct, he is indeed Garrus, which is mainly how I know him. New companion. Kai is a seasoned soldier and mercenary from the Raturian Empire. Restless but affable, his wanderings led him to living lands, search pieces yet to find. Experienced in battle tested veteran, can withstand damage and draw enemy aggression. His incendiary ammunition can burn away flammable objects. Fire a powerful shot from another busting, high stun and taunting for 10 seconds, and burn away things.
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
City's getting crowded. Pretty soon the Adirans will outnumber us 3 to 1.
Why doesn't the Clavager put a stop to it?
Think, dimwit.
That's enough for me.
Lads, ladies,
What are you looking at? Piss off. Don't test me.
3 lockpicks are a warehouse key. Yeah. Fuck. Firestar's a command to order him to burn away webs, brambles, and other. Okay.
Here it comes.
Light him up, buddy. Thank you. Good to know you've got access to just elemental stuff. Bear claw, soft wood, upgrade material. Yep. Workbench to the party camp. Pelt, a common wand. Yeah, still locked. Well, that was a waste. Is there a button to sheath weapons? Because I missed it. Key.
Keep walking, Outlander.
Hey! You better watch your step.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, man.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
You're telling me? The militia guard at the dock said she hoped I was dead.
How hard could it be to find a watcher?
So, for context, Watchers are rare individuals blessed with or cursed with the ability to interact with dead, seen to the realm between life and death. Some are driven mad by the gift, others struggle to live normal lives. I just got here. I'm as lost as you.
I was afraid you'd say that. I need to speak to one, fast.
I need to stop this bringing up my Steam overlay. I did not realize it was doing that. 1 second, chat. Do not capture third party overlays. There we go. Why do you need someone who can read souls?
I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Why would Zorips invade your house?
Why do they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
What happened to your plants?
I wanted to grow a little food, save some skates. They never thrived,
Skates?
that's all. Clearly I have bigger things to worry about.
Most people would have given up by now. The souls of plants and Keth are made of the same essence. Maybe your plants died of the plague.
Gods, is it in the crops? As if things couldn't get any worse.
That is kind of an assumption on my part, though. Most people give up.
It's hard to put it into words. I just feel like I should be here. I'd heard it was dangerous, but the Glenfathan wilds were dangerous. I thought I was prepared. I had no idea what I was in for.
I'll see what I can do.
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too.
Reptilian humanoids settle in the wild parts, known for worshipping creatures are themselves dragons, ogres, essence of leaders by time till one's found, fiercely territorial, attack anyone. So they are just kobolds.
I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
You'll get your cabin back. I'll see what I can do.
Never thought I'd miss that dingy little place.
What's over here? Ah, that's the captain.
Don't let the name fool you. Strangleroot used to be a nice place.
Ah, a merchant.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Falter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Where do you get your wares?
From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly. And a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
I don't trust... I didn't consider the legitimacy of your wares, but I am now.
Apologies, friend. People see me selling weapons on the harbor and call my morals into question. I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains.
You're not doing much to gain my confidence.
Well, I believe my wares speak for themselves. Figuratively, I mean.
I really like how they've written, at least like the options I've been able to take with the Envoy. There's something just like really just affable, just in a funny, like in a fun way. He's just enjoyable so far. Alright. So these are what you're selling. Pistols, 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 pistols. Common Grimoire. Okay, well, I think it's ideal that I try and keep a hold of like one of everything. I do have the option to break things down into resources. So whether or not it's worth keeping things. Give me a spear. Give me a pistol. Don't worry about buying a second spear or a second pistol later. This is kind of a weird looking setup, but oh, here's the other. Nope, nope.
Armor and shields for sale, Envoy.
Oh, that's Dakarda. Oh, so you recognize me?
Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to. Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. I don't mind him. What are you interested in?
You and Kai old friends?
Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the goat for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Let's see Jeff still. Okay. I do love some brigantine armor. Common plate mail. Scale armor. A gambeson. Leather cuirass. Intimidating feline codpiece map. I beg your fucking pardon? I mean, I have to. My husband said a forcing that Styler copy spice things up in the bedroom. He's dead on account of a weak heart, but nothing to do with that taste as a brutally effective garment, so I leave it to the gods to find a worthy bearer? Okay. Try and keep an eye out for this chat.
The living lands are a dangerous place. A newcomer like you surely needs our...
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
Why is this angle so... Okay.
I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
What happened? How did I just know that they're married?
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
Honestly, that's fair. Egg. Costing 5 whole gold coins, it might actually be as expensive as real eggs at the minute. Merc brew. A dark brew to wake the senses. Dash of milk and sugar, cut the bitterness. Alright, cool. I've put the merchants.
What harm could some new one? Look good and stay alive.
You honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. Who are you? A fence.
Stores closed, everybody. My supplies are all spoken for. Again, stores closed.
Pool's closed.
Move along, please. I was here first. I'm not going anywhere.
You're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
Now listen, you might be a big idea, but these are our docks, not yours. You're in for a rude surprise if you think we'll answer to you.
Fine. Have it your way.
Not sure what you were trying to accomplish with that.
I'll piss off.
They've only been here a few years, but the adherents act like they run the place.
Are all paradisans like this?
You say the militia have closed Paradise to newcomers, so where should I go?
Well, there's always the shantytown, but, well, you know.
Yeah. I haven't heard the best things about that place.
Ooh.
Is there nowhere else?
Perhaps the adherents are looking for new recruits.
No thanks. I'd rather risk the journey further inland than throw my lot in with them.
Your funeral, I guess. Why not just stay here? I'm sure you can find work around the landing.
Maybe.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
First get clean. These letters won't turn up.
Hello.
Gallardi. I'd heard that I
Gallardi.
had come to Paradise.
A valiant expression of approval, meaning excellent, brave, or defiant.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
I can speak to fish and shoot fight. 5 miles is incredible. I like being shit. There's a lot I don't know about myself.
A godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here.
I hope so.
Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
Let me guess, everything there wants to kill me.
I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? Human, about my eye.
Haven't done that either.
He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
By perilous, you mean...
Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay for it. I may even have more work for you.
Thanks, away from some.
When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern routes. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Hideout. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
You know what, man? Wanted Sansa, prepare the Sansa to pour him. Ordered his assistant, Girmund, missing in the wilds of Dawnshire. Roared off for the return of Girmund's cartographic notes. Police reported me to Usher's hand intact. Since we've overestimated my farming and safely explore, I've fit an entire expedition force to the bands of encountering main road. The whole purse bread and white of scouts. I used to grab about the Principe, never again. Here now, I set up camp in the cavern with my scout the ruins. Any wayward throngs of Paradises and expert in dead languages. What do you call me to dynamic god? It's not much of a name to think of it. I'm sure I'll not write down any curses.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
You're not wrong. I'm assuming that symbol means he wants to talk to me, but I don't actually know how to...
Don't get between tensions in the city and threats outside. The militia's in over their heads.
I'm guessing I need to find his...
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the
well, not his camp, our camp.
Means more bandits on the road.
It's a nice gun. Ah, we can... okay, so we can camp here. Yes. You can change companion outfits in the main camp tent. Obsidian and Aora are accessible via the party stash. Ah, and it suddenly turns to night. Workbench. Enchanting station.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally,
Totem
I've always
shrine.
found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
I'll be with you in a second. Ah, here we are. So from what I understand, the Aora collection is references to pillars. He looks good in black. Don't let him have the obsidian outfit.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steamboat, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
Well, not at court. Good at making connections, and the Emperor relies on me to resolve delicate matters.
Now I've got to wonder what you did to get on his bad side. The Living Lands is a far cry from fancy parties and court events.
On the contrary, I'm quite eager for a good adventure. Be surprised, not my first foray. I might have ruffled a few feathers. I think a little time and distance can't smooth over. So I was thinking about this last night, and I wanted this specifically, knowing that like the different origins give you, you know, different dialogue options. I was so hoping that you'd get the option to like influence your origin that little bit, and so being able to be like, oh, actually, you know, I'm here by choice. Like I wanted the adventure, or you know, this is par for the course, or actually, yes, I did fuck up. I've caused a bit of a stir. I'm glad that you get to do that sort of thing. What do we think, chat? What do we think of Envoy Inky? I'm kind of leaning towards he's ruffled a few feathers. While I do that, I'm going to get rid of my notifications. Envoy Inky is a feather ruffler. I can see he slept with somebody, let's be honest. Alright, yep. We've ruffled a few feathers.
You'll get plenty of both out here. Though I should warn you, you can't rely on charm against Azura.
Watch me.
I look forward to being proved wrong on that account.
I fucking
But
love this
that brings me to
character.
the real question. Why would the Emperor of Adir send a noble all the way to the Living Lands?
I'd rather talk about why would anyone think it's a punishment to be sent here?
A journey to the Living Lands is one way for most. This island's always had a way of swallowing people whole. An entire civilization disappeared here, if you can believe it. And this was all before the Dream Scourge. Now?
Well,
refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
that's why I'm here. Find the scourge and put a stop to it.
I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many adherent troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse.
Typical.
I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight.
Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. people who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I serve at the Emperor's pleasure, and he sent me here. That is it.
Ah. I used to march to a similar drumbeat back when I served in the Rawataian Navy. But that's a story for another time. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again. Even if it's just for a while.
I have questions about you.
My favorite subject.
When'd you come?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
A change from what?
I was living in a settlement called Third Born. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawataian expatriates.
Sorry, I'm also trying to eat my dinner. Sounds nice.
It really was. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
Your original for Ratai?
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales?
I'd say your exquisite skull ridge.
I usually hear that from someone who's enjoyed the height or position to fully appreciate it. But I'll never turn down a compliment. As rare as we are in many parts of the world, it's nice to be appreciated as something other than a magnificent bruiser.
Alright, good to know. He is a flirtatious bisexual disaster. Why leave?
The real question is why not? Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
I've been there. I remember near constant storms.
Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms, battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenchers?
We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rawatai spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
Well, adversity can build strength.
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle.
Ranganui?
It's true that the same things that make Rawatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and
Big
our
Ranga.
kingdom.
Okay.
Our coral masons have built living harbors
Coral
and
masons?
fortifications along the coast to protect our ships
Oh, that's rad as
and shelter
fuck.
our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
Prosperity is the envy of the other old empires.
It's been hard-won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it.
What'd you do before the living lands?
I joined up with the Rawatai Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
That must have been before you restyled yourself as the Royal Deadfire.
Not that long before, but yeah. Back then, we weren't even making pretenses at our purpose there. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago, civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Sounds familiar.
To Adir bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier. Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Juana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home.
What's a Wilder? Sentient creatures who form complex communities but are never excluded from kith. Language barriers, immense cultural differences, or unexamined bigotry. Okay.
I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either.
What did you see?
Some fell apart. Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
Desertion is a serious crime in your navy.
That's why I never returned home. There were only so many options for a Rawatayan deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
I mean, yes, that wasn't any better.
You figured it out faster than I did. It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
Did you find something better here?
I did. Yeah. For a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Thank you for the advice.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. By the way, now that we've gotten to know each other, let me know if you want to train together. I've been watching your form, and I think we could learn from one another.
I have to say, Brandon does a fucking great job as the kind of grizzled right-hand man vibes. Like, again, I know him best as Garrus. He has the same thing with Kai and this like tired, experienced voice. Absolute chef's kiss. Let's talk about Dawnshore.
Sure. What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Paradise?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands. A scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other.
Lovely.
Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
I don't think, actually.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard second chance.
I have returned. Welcome back, Dave.
But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
The ultimate proving ground.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For
Yeah,
others,
I mean,
it's freedom. To seek
let him
growth,
finish speaking.
to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
I mean, usually I just do it myself, but Tav wanted to, murder bots, so I thought I would let them. What was it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
That year's changing, that is it?
That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel.
To be honest, I don't even remember what they were advertising.
Order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Why is this called the Dream Scourge?
They say people afflicted with it have strange vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence.
Fair.
And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
Get some trading together.
Yeah, I've watched your form as I've gotten to know you. And
Kai, it's been one conversation.
You're smaller than I am, but I picked up a few tricks from seeing the way you move on the battlefield. I'm happy to return the favor if there's anything I can teach you.
Saddle and damage to your feet, but a lot of power attacks. A bit of everything, I'm a fast learner.
I've noticed.
I'm guessing this gives me attributes I choose between.
That's it. You got the hang of it.
Basically endurance or
I look
strength.
forward to seeing what you can do when we get back out there tomorrow. In the meantime, get some rest.
One might want constitution. Hell yeah.
Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Ooh, we can cook. Even rotten food can be used in cooking. What is it? We're gonna do the fucking, what is it? Swedish? The rotten fish? Or is it Finnish? Somewhere in that neck of the woods. All leaves tea. Mushroom, produce, vegetables. Sturmströmming. Yeah. Sturmströmming. The rotten fish. Arak. Swerpy liqueur made from palm sack, sugarcane, or fruit. No agreed definition, and the distilling process varies greatly, as does the flavour. Makes one... Oh. I misread that as makes one attack. As like, I drink the booze and just attack somebody? Iceland with rotten shark balls. That one's new to me. That one I know less about. Right, we can cook the fish. Cook the loin. Mari Crudia. Makes 8. Raw fish and roe wrapped in dried fire kelp, created by Grand Valayan explorers over countless voyages, neither hearth nor fire. So, that is way better for me. That literally some people can get when drunk, exceeding alcohol, drink every time. I mean, yes, true, but I was also just like, how does that even work? Okay, I can make a merc brew. And stew. Okay, well, we're gonna make sushi. Craft. We'll cook the meat. Oh, I can make sausage. A beetle pie. Sausages seem good. And we'll make some arak. Why not? Actually, I'd rather keep the spring berries because they can cure me of poison. Guessing when I interact with this, I'll pack it back up. That's for outfits. Ah, stash. Here we go. Store, 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 store. Wait. That actually lets me keep... No, I'm going to keep that. That's fine. I don't know if I need to keep my transmogged items or not. Or whether or not they can go in the stash. Workbench. Select a weapon or piece of armor from the left of the upgrade. In order to upgrade, you have to have the materials. You can combine upgrade materials to those of higher quality. Materials come in numerous types. Weapon materials, metals, woods. armor, skins, universal herbs. Upgrade everything. Adra, 4 unique items, and enchanting materials like monster parts. Okay. So right now I'm missing Paradisian ladder. Oh, I can actually just... Oh, that's for, like, upgrading stuff. Got it. Okay. Enchanting. Select a unique weapon to enchant. Okay, well, I don't have unique weapons, so that doesn't help me right away. That's the gods thing, and that's Kai. Okay. Rest of the night, into camp. Oh, it heals me, though. Cool story, bro.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Stranger route is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, there, I think myself. You're the Envoy. Sorry.
Which one's birth?
Didn't mean to be so informal.
Death, cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability. Form of the pallid knight, black-clad soldier, or the usher, wrinkled silent dwarf, moving souls along the wheel. Inky in the flesh. You've mistaken me for another godlike with the Emperor's employ.
They said the Emperor sent one of his best and brightest, and Aethys knows we need the help.
Aethys to the sun, right? Rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. Farmer by the name of White and claimed to be a vessel went on a rampage. Was destroyed, later rose again in the Doubtfire Archipelago. What happened to him there is a matter of speculation.
Your reputation precedes you.
I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
I resent that day. I am the best of those he's willing to risk sending across the sea. Stare into the middle distance. Oh, that has the potential to be really funny.
You're going to be sick. I'd recommend that patch of grass downwind.
Damn it, you. Right, I'm fine. Great, actually. Never better.
Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules.
I like our chic instead.
The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food.
Mostly.
If you're born to the wrong social class, Adia makes climbing the
She's sassy, I like. She is sassy as fuck, I like her.
That's all in the past.
No, I was specifically born in the right social class. What did you do?
Mostly it was petty larceny. Sometimes it was spiteful larceny. Got caught when I helped a pretty girl rob her husband. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose. Oh, you're a funny one, Envoy. Free. Am I free after this? And they say the Adiran elite have no sense of humor. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades.
Have we seen the sign of the ambassador?
He and the Clavager passed through not long ago. I didn't much like it, but they refused an escort.
Tell me about the ambassador.
Less competent than he seems. You think with all the time the ambassador spends working, he'd have more done. No, I hear he's about a sneeze away from swallowing the muck he's paddling in. Poor man.
And a Claviger?
Hot-tempered bastard. I think the ambassador's scared of him, but won't do a thing because
So,
Claviger keeps the
Claviger
wheels turning.
is the equivalent of a governor. Like most bureaucrats are unelected, hostile towards official procedures, informally chosen, losing the city best, tasked with maintaining Paradise, defending it, reining in its worst impulses.
Good at its job, though. Purportedly. Bad about his confections. Sweet tooth like a hummingbird's. He and the ambassador make a good pair, honestly. The ambassador talks a lot. Claviger gets the administrative day-to-day done.
An Inquisitor?
Honestly, I'm more scared of her than Boudica. At least I understand why the Burned Queen is so pissed. Ludwig runs the Steel Garrote, Boudica's order of paladins. The only thing they care about is their Burned Queen. There's honor among thieves, Envoy. But zealots, they'll raise the world for their god.
Anything you miss?
About Adir. Same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. The truth is, not really. Adir's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. Break its trust, and well, Adir will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Boudica.
Can I make her a companion?
Actually,
She's great.
I miss the pies. Crust's all wrong here.
I'm getting her a pie. Why have you set up palisades here?
Just take a look down the road. You'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, Envoy.
What's so dangerous up there?
The Strangleroot is hungry. Every day it gets closer. Every day, weird
Mods, ban that, man.
crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway,
Anything else I should know?
Pargrunin beer is surprisingly terrible. Always trust in a Mount to know where the best seafood is. Pay attention when the locals tell you something. And watch out for poets. Something's odd about them.
Watch out for poets. Give me the general lay of the land.
Listen, Envoy. I'm here to build defenses against the land. You want geography lessons? Go ask a cartographer. I do know a few things, though. So, ask.
Any settlements of note?
No, none. It's all untamed wilderness and feral heathens. I'm joking. Of course there are. There's Fjord, which is run by animancers. Thirdborn, where all the ruffians dwell. And Solus Keep, which has the Pargrunin, who don't like anybody.
Fuck's a Pargrunin? Subculture of mountain dwarves as keen explorers and faithful defenders of tradition. Okay. Fjord Miss Iverna. An intellectual haven where free thinkers and animancers can research in peace. Okay, animancy is the science and art of soul manipulation. It is absolutely fucking illegal in the Empire, I know that. Thirdborn, main settlement in the Shatterscarp, occupied by the Ratoons. Excuse me, Solus Keep, ancient fortress in Tusks. Primary residence of the Wardens. Okay. So, the three main powers have a settlement each, essentially. We have the Adarans who are here. We have the Republics in Fjord. And we have the Empire in Thirdborn. And then Solus Keep, which I think is its own thing. Interesting. Fjord's run by animators? What?
And happily, too. Sounds like they've got a whole colony of inventors and researchers there. If I want a servant of the Adiran Empire, I might say it sounds fascinating. Groundbreaking, even. I know animancy is considered blasphemous and dangerous, but Fjord supplies most of the produce we eat here in Paradise. They must be doing something right.
Ruffians in Thirdborn, huh?
Miscreants and layabouts and all those great things. The kind of people who can make a life out of impossibly bad situations. Settlement's just as rough and tumble. Wouldn't mind having a drink with the locals, to be honest. They sound like they've got stories. You know what I mean? They're under siege right now, though, by those dream thralls. Wouldn't want to be them, between the desert weather and that.
The ocean people live in desert weather? Ugh. Maybe Saltkeep doesn't like anybody.
I mean, the Pargunan dwarves won't talk to anybody. They stay inside Solace Keep and just never come out.
What if I do want a dark session?
Once again, I'm no cartographer. But you know what they say about continents with small acreage? They've got big personalities. Little bit of everything here. Poison swamps, deserts, snow-covered mountains, volcanoes, acid seas. Because why not?
Acid seas?
A cartographer might be able to tell you more. I hear there's one in town.
You think the locals would take well to seeing a godlike?
I don't know. I mean, I know some people in Adir think of godlike as blessed by the gods. What with you lot having a divine resemblance and all. Although, I guess some folk think godlike are cursed. Depends on what sort you are. Frankly, I don't know if I've seen your particular kind before. Still, I think there are stranger things than you in the living lands, Envoy. No offense, but more importantly...
How do you feel about the living lands?
It lives up to its name. Wilder place than Adir, which has been stomped into civility. The living land scares our empire, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't be sending its most expendable folk here. Present company excluded, of course. I think the living lands won't want to be leashed by the empire, though. But that's my opinion.
Acid seas is when that sounds like a FromSoft team with toxic swamps. Honestly, that's fair. Some other questions.
Ask them then. You're a nice distraction, Envoy.
I think my heart just fluttered at that, I'm not gonna lie. I've gotta go. Hold the wall.
So, how long do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much good we're doing for them?
Realize? They're never gonna realize anything of the sort. We'll always be the invaders to them.
No, I don't think so. It's only been a few years. They'll come around eventually, I'm sure of it. They have to.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, kid. I honestly don't care what the locals think. Last time they joined the civilized...
No, Winky down, she isn't real. She's real to me. No. I feel like there's probably more of the time you missed. Hey, fucko. Claviger's Landing. Chickens. They're surrounding me. This chicken might be more than we can handle. Why does that sound so fucking fancy? So I'm glad I wasn't the only one, because that entire, like, as soon as the first guy started talking, it's like, this has the setup of a fucking Monty Python sketch. This is the what have the Romans ever done for us sketch. What have the Adirans ever done for us? Running water? Well, yes, obviously. Okay, other than the running water, what have the Adirans ever done for us? I can't believe I bought a spear. Fuck. The roads? Well, the roads go without saying. Apart from the roads. Law and order? Law and order, shut up!
Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargunan rulings to the north, just across the river from the Stranglehold. The Pargunan...
These locals are delightfully savage.
I will remember. You will be justly compensated upon my return.
She's gonna die. Ah, this is above them. Since... Okay.
Alright, well, good luck.
Was that spear better or are they the same? They're the same, okay.
Protect that pretty face. Time to resupply.
Let's have a look. Have a spare. So, the question becomes, what are we gonna do? Excuse me. So that has a very high damage reduction, so 8% compared. Oh, actually, that's worse. Okay. One second, chat. I'll do this. I go. Hate when that happens. Okay, so basically I don't get as big of an improvement to my damage reduction, but I gain some stamina back. I don't know how useful 5 stamina is the honest answer. Let's grab the leather. It's not bad, look. Okay. There is a map. That's the merchant's marked out, so I haven't been over here. But otherwise, I've checked most of the town. Characters begun looking like your typical RPG per tag gear clusterfuck. To be fair, I consider this pretty cohesive. The fact that you don't have, you know, individual pieces of armor. You don't have to, like, here's your greaves, here's your torso, here's, you know, your helmet. Everything is like one cohesive outfit, and then just you have basically your boots and your greaves. What is up there? Worker's note. Pair of men in the grinning barrack last night talking about a treasure map at the top of the lighthouse. Don't know how the other works haven't found yet. We're never gonna get a chance like this. Go there and take a look now when it's cleared out. Make sure no one sees you. Watch the scaffolding. Don't want to fall like Fennec. We can't buy that vineyard near Sullivan if you're dead. All the wine we can drink and no one to bark orders in us. I mean, it is clearly a lighthouse, but more a case of they've placed a lighthouse here. What else have they placed? As it turns out, apparently a treasure map. Whole bunch of cabbages now. Is that a corpse? The plaque reads, in honour of the friendship and bounty bestowed upon Paradise by Fiora Sanverno, 3 Magistu 2784 AI, may it triumph over darkness and guide us to these untamed lands. The note under it reads, by order of Claviger Aemond, closed the furnace, repairs to the staircase, and cupola are currently underway. At the bottom, a second note, not larger handwriting says, heard Fennec's voice in the stairwell, damn the repairs, stay away from this place. So they hear a ghost. I wonder what the rules about ghosts are in this setting. I hope I can stab him. Good immediate parkour challenge.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
You're so right, buddy. You're so right. Ah, this way. Oh shit. Guess this way. Is that fucking calibrations himself? Correct. Plaque of Promises. God showing totem fragment Wodica.
Looks like that broke off or something. I wonder where it goes.
For any totems are missing totem fragments inside the living lands, displayed at the totem shrine. Parkour. I didn't mean to shoot the box, but that works too. And there's no ammunition, so copper, silver, treasure map. Hate climbing, must have been a safe scheme behind your treasure. If I find planet rich, maybe just die of exhaustion on the way up, whatever's quicker. Those are the workers below, just stick a pile of wood to the fucking dome. So true.
They weren't much of an artist. I think that's upstream by the park room wall.
Is it the journal? Aha, it is. The fuck is a vessel bone? Good question. Do I have one? I do. Used to enchant unique weapons. Once one of the bones which hold a soul desperately clung only holds traces of the life it held. So I'm guessing that that looks right. It's kind of there. How do I get down? Oh wait, keep climbing. Yeah, you actually just get, like, you know, treasure maps with, you know, drawings, which I suck at, and inevitably going to have to Google the fucking result, but I'm the first one here, so. Arcanist's Boots. Health restoration from all sources and move speed. Hell yeah. Look, I have a little tasteful bit of blue. I can see my legs. Oh, well, yeah, I have this. It's not that helpful. It lines up with basically being varish. Do I have to Assassin's Creed my way?
Nothing ventured, Envoy.
Alright, guys. If I break my neck, it's your fault. Well, I'm more meaning the fucking game to send you, bitch. That's missing texture. Don't try, don't try, don't try. Not missing. I mean, thank fuck, right? Just misplaced asset. That's more what I meant. As in, just, yeah, there's, it's not connected to terrain. There's a bit of terrain missing is what I was getting at.
What kind of stance is that? Get serious, get lost.
Well, we're going that direction anyway. Ooh, what's this? Test your metal. Do you think you have what it takes to stand against me? Come and see for yourself. Petter is in need of a radio newcomer. Anything else, you're welcome in my arena. Leave your problems and politics on my threshold unless you want to be the next one to test my theory. That Kith can fly only straight towards the ground and only once. Come to the top of Magran's Assay to see what you're made of. Okay. Mortal Kombat. Also, I love the idea. It's like, yes, anyone can fly, but only once to straight to the ground. Like, you know what? You're not wrong. Ooh. Oh, an axe. Axes swing with moderate speed, high damage, and stun. Only moderate block efficiency. I do like a good axe. Axes and spears. They're the way to go.
Save some skates for the rest of us.
Jolly boys, seems luck is on my side.
Tildy at the bathhouse, more like. I saw her give you those lucky dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
Rabbit.
If she likes you much, why is she still charging?
Candy
Shut
nuts.
up for all you two.
It's not really flying, it's falling. What's the difference?
Go on, another rhyme.
Also, just fundamentally hilarious just to be like, ah, well, if the whore likes you so much, why is she still doing business with you?
My grandfather could do a better job than you lot. He's missing both arms. Put your backs into it. These palisades aren't gonna hold themselves.
Oh yeah, I don't have a lockpick, okay.
Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types.
Recruits ever see tunage for the finest weapons masters of Adair.
Is that supposed to impress me? If you think you're so tough, why don't you prove to me what you've got? Spar with me. I'll take on you and your big blue friend.
If you're sure, I've got plenty of reach.
That's definitely a fucking Garrus reference. In a fight, right? Yeah. Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
Oh, it'll be fun, all right.
If it's not a fight, I promise not to show you.
Prepare yourself.
Terms of service and all that.
You're mine now.
Just casually shoot her in the head.
Well done.
You had reach, but she had flexibility. So true. Also, just... Alright, you're so tough, let's spar. Okay. Pistol to the head.
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, Envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh?
I mean, the question is, like, are they normal weapons? Because if it's just a normal spear, then I have one, but... I guess take the arquebus.
Aha, the blessed firearm. Its flames burn brighter and faster than any I've seen before. With it, you will destroy your enemy.
Okay, it sounds like it's an enchanted item. I think the spear would suit me better.
Stick 'em with the pointy end, clean and simple.
I'm gonna just hope that this is not...
No, it is
It's a
done.
common spear!
May
Fuck.
Magran's wrath fall upon you.
Alright, whatever. It's another 30 coppers. You know, for just kicking a woman in the head and shooting her in the face. Hang on. Just a rifle, you know. Well, I mean, I don't know if it is rifled, but the point remains it is a long arm. I think the difference mostly comes down to its firing mechanism. Dead kobold.
Your armor could use some work. check the watermill for supplies.
Wait. This looks stupid. I don't know why this tickles me so much. Oh fuck. They turned back to wielding two stick. I mean, it's funny. What lockpick? A trout pie.
I think there's something on the upper floor. You might be able to reach it from outside.
I mean, probably, but I'm looting here first. Let's see what an axe is like. I don't know why, I just got real Vermintide energy for a split second. Sigmar Bless just broken, ravaged body. A grenade! Yeah, there's something else, Mark. Aha! I'm just blind.
You got everything you need to fix up your arm. Let's head to camp.
I'll do that later. I don't want to go straight back to camp.
This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
The fish start biting back. Is that a mud crab? It's a water beetle. Oh shit, they look kind of cool. I fucking love beetles. Beetles are rad. Spiders. Come on, Kai, it's a spider. Silver fitting, primal water. Azurus, is that you? Come back to that. Pretty sure that's a dungeon full of spiders. Treasure shots be just down the river. Yeah, I'm gonna go reread the actual dialogue, but I'm just, you know, mostly murdering critters. So, journal. Cities of Canaan treasure. So it's at the base of a bridge tower. You know what that looks like? It would be that. They fight each other. I would hope so.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
Aha!
Here. Is your jelly babies?
Golden softwood.
Is your jelly babies?
Shield.
Jelly babies. Auntie saying, is there? If there is, you give us them? Or give us a treat up, please?
Shield was gifted to a famous rotund admiral whose tactical British instrumental staving off coordinated assault.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Rough countries, minor port cities, but small fleet of pirates disbanded the guard to the pillage, slept the challenge outmaneuvered with less than half the number of ships they had. Many sailors were lost, the city remained undamaged to countless civilian lives. One was a merchant of no small means in the royal city. Mission increased from a massively made shield and expense was shared. Enchanted it with magic helped the admiral day-to-day duties. So it's faster and you get resistance to frost. Pretty neat.
Pargrunan built these walls and much of Perry. Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
I noticed. And they were suddenly all aware. I just got 2 for 1. Equipment upgrades are available. Shadowgrass. Party sealed ladder. I do not like how they die, even though I looking for spiders. Yeah, they're
unseen,
well rendered spiders. Okay, I see what I'm looking at now. Shaman. You're still alive? That whore had a lemon. That lemon stealing whore. Fucking lizardmen indeed. There are more kobolds, I think. Sweet melon. Lady. Essence potion. Fast travel point. Design creature of the night. Skin. I mean, of course you did. Rated a Skaven bone. That's the wrong potion to drink. Was. a gun.
That's one for us.
Both hands shoot perfect bolts, perfectly straight at long range, doing very high damage and stun. Slow rate of fire and loud shots at other people. Forgotten Soul Pod. I do love a spear, but it's not clicking for me just as much. Guy's a tank. It'd be kind of funny just to turn into a rifleman. Indeed, I think he follows the arquebussy. Wait. Reload! That's impressively fast for... Sharp would love me. Fucking 3 rounds a minute.
Riots are getting deadlier by the day, but people have to eat.
Jeez, I'm glad I didn't pack plate armor. Holy stamina debuff. Yeah, definitely.
Quiet as the depths.
Turn around, bear. Face your sentencing. Reload! There is, I mean there's going to be, but I didn't think it'd be that low. Quickly Kai, tank the bear for me. Come on.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown.
A dirt
I
speckle
can take
anyway.
care of that if you want.
What does this do? Quest item. My dear Valtur, yours always worth more in sentiment than coin. Upgrade our might. Okay. I feel like if I try and set it up right, when your companions level up, you must spend companion value points to purchase or upgrade. Okay, so oh, he's a skill point. Okay. Let's give him second wind. That he's meant to tank for me. But I think that basically, like, there's a skill that's like, oh, make the, you know, make your light and medium armor better, and there's one that does heavy and medium. I feel like doing medium's maybe the best.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard.
So apparently the bears are praying to the Adra. Seems a bit much, but we'll find out.
Coming in hot. I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on. Quick and quiet. That's a bad way to go.
Yeah, not great.
Aye, aye. It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house.
Just turn that bear dash. Yeah, that's my god power. I have the rainbow hidden blade. Meerkat man. You're clearly a better person than me. You would have shot the meerkat, wouldn't you? Oh, common meal. So I only lose 10% on 1 point of damage. So I'd actually argue that's maybe better for me in the long run. I'm just going medium armor. Like you saw the opening cutscene, those things have had it bad enough. Oh shit, more bears. Bears. Oh god, it lived. Yeah, honestly, the axe feels pretty good. Oh, turnip. You think stabbing a magic blade up a bear's ass would kill it? You would hope. I think that maybe it, like, because it was like not on its own is why it didn't kill it, but I'm not sure. What's the merchant say? Something changed in the wing. Let's just be an honest merchant, come and go. If it's the Zerp, it's the bears. If it isn't the bears, it's the bandits. If the bandits, the tree folk. Civilization's getting pushed out like a sliver of glass. Enough's enough. First ship back to the Eastern Reach. May as well start to gather some mushrooms so there's a total loss. Yeah, how'd that go, buddy? Okay, better run this way. Because I'm a creature. Well, I'll leave that there so I know what to come back to. Oh! More spears. I can triple wield them now, I guess.
Zarops. They don't usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up. I draw myself.
Dead. Ah, fuck. Captain Cloud asked me to join him surely. On this report is documenting from an abominable land. Shorthand notes to command the proper report. Flora density exceeds expected levels. Fungal present. Root large, possibly roots possibly targeting man-made structures. Essence levels are normally high. Fauna is aggressive. Zorps seen. And then he got killed.
Something here feels off.
Really? Garrus, you think so?
Red You take lead.
Why is this place full of bears? Ooh, damage reduction. Marks the damage. Yeah, no machines are able to calibrate. So true.
The scourge invades. Claw it out.
You think there's mushrooms be in my system by now? Like, I've slept and everything.
It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
You prick. Of course he's ours. Oh god, it's a boss bear?
Let's see what you got. Looking so good. Lead him in.
The fuck?
Hey, over here.
You know, honestly, you make a good point. Okay, annoying. Food doesn't heal me in battle. Okay.
Take that, you monstrosity. Well done.
What happened to that bear? I was just getting warmed up.
So that does raise an interesting point, which is, it disappeared in the same way things do whenever I backstab them. Iron soldier, some Adra, a whole bunch of Fennings, turquoise, aggregate, ladder, potions, unflinching duty.
Poor bastard. One of Ludwig's toy soldiers.
Why did it fucking dissolve? See, that's my point.
Learned their name.
It dissolved in the same way that it does when I backstab things, and I'm a godborn of an unknown god, which makes me think I'm just going to have a connection
My savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely.
God, this timely? People have died.
Good people. And a good claviger. And
Why is Gale from Baldur's Gate 3 the ambassador?
To these wilds. I seemed worried last time we spoke.
Also, not great, the claviger's dead.
Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial Envoy. Better late than never, I say.
It's refreshing some of our rank sees the value in field work. No, I was held up in Fort Northridge, so I came as quick as I could.
Oh, pity you were too late for the claviger. Damn good fellow. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted?
If you talk like that, Ambassador Kai may mistrust us.
I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late.
The bear had the dream scourge.
I'm no woodsman, but I'm inclined to agree. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness. A strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore.
To be honest, I haven't even seen the claviger's corpse.
All the way here.
But the river got him.
Found was that creature gone mad.
It's not madness, it's an illness, it's a malady of the soul.
So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me?
I'm fine, Ambassador. How are you? Just lightheaded after the fight. It'll pass.
Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best.
Yeah, God doesn't seem the type to,
You know something of our troubles.
how to phrase this.
Clear. What would you have us do?
Take it as a request. What's the address, the source of the blight?
You suspect a connection.
Exactly, yeah. God's not fun of being left unread.
Ardra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff.
Soul stuff.
And godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
Where's the claviger? I think. What the hell's that? Ooh, a mace. Slow swing, high damage, and stun. I'll give a mace a go. Why not? So what's on punching duty? 5% chance to avoid melee damage and increased maximum stamina. Oh yeah. Sigmar's blessings, yes. It sounded like he said he saw the claviger in here. Ah, here he is. Letter to... No, this is letter... Oh, yeah. Tick. Cannot dispatch any animals to the grove until you guarantee safe passage. The entire presence part is complicated to mathematic. You already knew that when you built him an embassy. Okay. You truly are becoming Saltzbar. This is true. But so the Claviger is trying to get animancers from the Republics, but there's obviously diplomatic tensions there. Need more guns. I mean, I could go buy a second pistol. Hang on. Ow! Sorry about that. Okay. Let's go have a look.
Or whatever you have planned, I suggest you do it.
Do it. Wasn't your plan to go quad pistols? I need to be like level 16 before I can actually pull that off, but yes.
Come closer. We feared you were but a dream.
I am dreamy.
We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting.
You've been... Who are you?
A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured.
No, that did not.
You too are alone in
That
the
did not clarify
strangeness.
things at all. Do you know who's... Not who'd let go.
Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another? Shut. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you.
So I thought it was going to set up that like, oh, I'm, you know, a god like it, but seemingly not. It considers itself to be shackled to rot and corruption. So something's piggybacking off of it? Fort Northridge, the bear, this place. It's the same plague, isn't it?
Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do?
I'm not here to deal in riddles. The place is sick. Focus.
Sickened to its core, yes. Why do you think we suffer so? The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But
no, I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know the lore all that well, but I'm not aware of demons like that. But something is seemingly piggybacking off of this, like, mushroom hive mind. What do you want?
we offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain?
You're the one bargaining.
Decide. Do you wish this power or not?
Fine, yes.
A favor for a favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again worlds. We will find you soon.
Well, shit. Before multiverse time fuckery. Could be. I genuinely have no idea. I'm only aware of one thing, sort of in this setting, that's very significant. But it is A, spoilers for the ends of Path of Exiles 2, but also not something they've established that they're going to really deal with, because it's only been like 5 years since then. So, new godlike ability, Dream Touch. Heal, revive all nearby enemies, deal damage over time. The Delamagans draw Dream Thralls and Vessels.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You alright? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
I wouldn't know where to begin. You wouldn't believe me if I did.
I say we begin with a couple pints. This day's been stranger than most.
He gets it.
And out here, that's saying something.
I may have to give this a go when it comes to fight.
Inquisitor Lude,
it looks very good.
I've agreed to share my findings with Steel Garrote.
I'm kind of getting to the I'm probably going to wrap up stream shortly, so I can sort of give my final opinions.
Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
Shouldn't the Garrote report to us?
The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor.
We're all servants of the Empire.
True. We all want what's best for the Empire. If only everything were that simple. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
Alright. So yeah. We've been playing for a little over 3 hours now. So I'm definitely not getting my Steam refund, but I like it. I was expecting to like it. I think it plays well. Combat's good. I'm not used to really sort of dodginess of everything yet. Damage can feel a bit low. I saw people talk about it kind of not being very bullet spongy, and that was something they didn't want it to be. But that bear fight, for example, felt very spongy, but it's also a boss. So, not sure. I think it has its meat and complexity in the right places. I think Obsidian's very good at, you know, writing stories. At least enough that I'll be interested in, and my understanding is that Path of Exile has good story and good factions and all of that. I expect that to continue. It's entirely possible that, I mean, the only thing it sort of suggested I get leveled up was the armor. And, you know, I've only really had access to the basic equipment. Maybe it expected me to use the Grimoire for more spells or maybe two-handed stuff. I'm also kind of just like fucking around with the build, so there's still room for me to be just playing suboptimally. But I'm enjoying playing it. I think I'm going to enjoy its story. Price is definitely going to be the issue. To play it today, you would need to drop £80 or whatever is equivalent. You know, or you do the Xbox upgrade. That's obviously a lot. Not everyone's going to be willing to do that. That's understandable. Even when it becomes out fully, it's Xbox. Either do it through Game Pass or you're dropping 60 quid, which is not much better. So I recommend checking it out in Game Pass. I think people will enjoy this. But I think I'm going to wrap things up there. I don't know if I'll stream more of it. I think it's good to do like here's an intro to the game. I don't want to have to commit myself to streaming every time I want to play the game. But thank you all for joining me today, folks. I hope you've had a good time. Happy to give a good look. And yeah, I'm going to wish you all a very good night. It's 11 fucking p.m. here. Remember to check out Avowed. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. But 5 days time for the full release. You'll be able to pick it up on Game Pass or Steam or Blizzard for some reason. I'm guessing because Xbox Game Studios. But yeah, 5 days time. Remember to check it out. Otherwise, you can pick it up now if you go get the premium edition, which gives you 2 extra outfit packs. Really don't think it's that worth it. Thumbs up. You can come troll me into VC. I'll berate you live on air. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely night, and I'll see you next time, whatever the fuck that is.